Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on another team from the ACC, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Off the play fake. Gets away. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is the way you set the tone, man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Burt. Fires one high and deep. He's got it all right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Just ran over it.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll run it to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. It is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Hold and fire complete. Running with power.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Horned Frogs are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
These last 2 plays have just made you go, what are you doing? 3rd and goal, a chance to set it right. He wants it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
He smashes his way through again. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Steps away. He'll throw one to his right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
They go to the ground. They make the stop of this running game. Moves the chains as they get the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Starts to scramble to the left. Got his man downfield. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. And the Utes are threatening in the red zone. The give to the back. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Utah!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7.
That makes the score Utah 10, TCU 7.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down to start the drive after the break. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Wants to pass it. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Running toward the tape. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is just getting blown out today. I've never seen this program look so bad, and I am a man. I'm 40. They're trailing by 14 to Texas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're trying to get to it. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Slams ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll pitch it. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Burt. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Utes are rolling down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Defense playing a bail technique. Caught in the backfield. It's Sampson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first down.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points.
Racing down the left side. The 40. The 20. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, TCU.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offense.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. From the gun to give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Right down the middle. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the big...
Can anyone catch him? He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. To the air, it's Burt. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
On target. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Timeout. Defense, it's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking for room, it's Mung. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Utes have moved it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
29 Philly. 2-9 check.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Afterburner's coming. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Utes will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Number 13, set to kick this one away.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Well, they're going with a run-pass option look there, trying to get that first down. They hand it off, just not able to get it. It was a nice effort by the back, but ultimately now forcing 4th and short. And if I'm on offense, I think I'm staying on the field and going for this again.
Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He now has 106 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. Oh, gave the defender the business. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Utes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the right side. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Burt. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Auburn escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Tigers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback checking off. He'll start this drive firing. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt...
It's complete! A huge pickup! And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Going up top on first down. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They keep attacking through the air. He's got his man.
That's another first down. TCU.
The Horned Frogs are marching down the field.
Get set, get set.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
Pilot. Gorilla.
He's looking to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
Tuna. Acorn.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. And the returner will be knocked down. Has it back and the offense coming onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same plays.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Got his man. And he'll be brought down. The Utes are in the hurry-up. They'll try to power their way ahead. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
To the ground with the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. Jet sweep to the receiver. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Man, you just hold your breath every time this particular receiver gets the ball in his hands. Because of his speed, he's dangerous to score every single time he touches it. That time on the jet sweep, though, the defense did a better job playing team defense and getting him on the ground.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try it on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for space. It's Mung. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. But that might be it for the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. The score, TCU 37, Utah 31.
And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Burt. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Dances away. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. Initially, he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't.
Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Horned Frogs pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
And he breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. They'll line up for a second down play. Fighting off the defender. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. The Horned Frogs are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got enough space. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Utah.
Okay, ready?
Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Touchdown, TCU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Can't hit his man in the end zone. The 2-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you hit a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The Utes get it past the sticks.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
And back to the air on second down. This one's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He finds his man. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield, it's Burt. Coming after him. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
He's taking the shot. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
He's looking to pass. He's got it. Strong, firm tackle. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver. Catch and getting extra yards.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Utes! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Trying to surge it in. He's not going to make it. Still a one-point game here in the fourth. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking down the middle. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Utah! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback. Save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. Picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, TCU.
Offense getting set for first down. And the quarterback takes a knee. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
And that's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.